Baseball out of all the sports is the one sport that you can literally measure everything to the point that, and I think this is almost why it seems like you're fascinated in crime, because it works a little bit the same way. You're measuring, forensic evidence doesn't lie. Baseball stats really don't lie. Does that remove some of the fun of following baseball if there's a direct answer for everything?
Well, there isn't. I mean, if what you said was true, that I don't think I would be fascinated by the sport at all. The fact is that we don't know. I mean, what we don't know, we have all of these stats, but we don't know how they relate to basic questions. I just wrote a big book about crime. I don't know if you guys know it.
You should read it, by the way. It's really good.
Thank you. But in a criminal trial, you have thousands and thousands and thousands of facts, but you don't really know how they relate to the central question of the guilt of the accused. And what is fascinating is to try to construct a bulletproof, I don't know if I should use the expression bulletproof while talking about crime.
I'm pretty sure.
An impregnable, logic to assemble the facts in a criminal case as relates to the central question. But baseball is like that. You have these mountains of facts, and the mountains are much higher now than they were when I was doing this stuff, when I started doing this stuff. But you have these mountains of facts, but you're never really sure how they relate to the questions that you're really interested in. In the 40 years we've been doing this, we've answered affirmatively and clearly 30 or 40 questions, but there's still several thousand that we haven't gotten to yet.
So if you're a GM now and everybody's using the same stats, and I mean, we saw a couple years ago, Seattle decided there were defensive inefficiencies and they grabbed those, and then everybody caught up on that. And now it seems
worked
like,
out great for them, by the way.
Right, well, it seems like everybody's on to the same inefficiencies now. So now what? Where do we go with front offices?
There's a million things that we don't know. I mean, we have succeeded in taking a bucket of ignorance a bucket full of knowledge out of an ocean of ignorance, but we don't know anything. I mean, nobody can tell you with any confidence what 21-year-old college junior is going to be good and which one isn't. We don't know whether adding a slider, we don't know whether Daniel Bard is going to be able to make the transition from the bullpen to the starting rotation.
Oh, please,
we hope he can.
Does.
What's
yeah,
that?
I said I hope he does.
Yeah.
Just muttering to myself, sorry.
Mutter away, I agree. But we don't actually know, nor do we. So there are always and there are always going to be a million things you don't know for everything you actually affirmatively know.